A tale of vengeance and redemption. One moonlit night, as the forest slept, a family of raccoons scurried through the underbrush in search of food. The father raccoon, with his bushy tail and wise eyes, led the way. The mother raccoon, her fur glimmering like polished amber, followed closely behind. The little baby raccoon, still too young to fend for itself, trailed lazily behind them, sniffing at the damp earth and chirping softly. As they foraged through the forest, they stumbled upon a clearing where berries grew in abundance. The father raccoon grinned, revealing his sharp teeth, and signaled for the rest of the family to gather around. They feasted like kings, their tiny paws stained crimson with juice. But as they licked the last sweet berry from their fur, a howl echoed through the trees. It was a wolf, and it was coming straight for them. The father raccoon leapt to his feet, his heart pounding wildly. As the wolf closed in, he could see the glint of hungry eyes and sharp teeth. In a flash, the wolf snatched up their baby raccoon and disappeared into the shadows. The mother raccoon let out a shrill cry of anguish, and the father raccoon felt a sharp pain in his chest, as if his heart had been drawn in two. They chased after the wolf, but it was too fast, disappearing into the endless forest. The days that followed were the darkest of the father raccoon's life. He and the mother raccoon searched tirelessly for their lost cub, but their efforts were in vain. They returned to their dens each night, exhausted and heartsick, to find the tiny chamber cold and empty without their little one. The father raccoon could not bear the thought of failing to protect his family, and so he vowed to do whatever it took to get his baby back. One day, as he wandered aimlessly through the forest, he stumbled upon a wise old owl perched on a branch. The owl's ancient eyes seemed to pierce right through him, and for a moment he felt as if the bird could see into his very soul. "Young raccoon," the owl rasped, "I can see that you are in great distress. Tell me, what is that troubles you?" The father raccoon hesitated for a moment, then gathered his courage and spilled out the tale of his lost child. The owl listened patiently, its head bobbing up and down, before finally speaking. "I cannot promise that I can help you retrieve your cub, but I can teach you how to defend yourself against the wolves. Perhaps with this newfound skill, you will be better equipped to face any danger that comes your way." The father raccoon's heart leapt at the thought. He bowed his head respectfully before the wise old owl and thanked him for his offer. From that day forth, the father raccoon spent every waking moment learning the ways of martial arts from the owls. He practiced tirelessly, his strength and agility growing with each passing day. His fur became matted and dirty from rolling in the dust, his claws sharp as knives, The mother raccoon watched from a distance, her eyes filled with pride and determination. One day, several moons had passed since their baby's kidnapping. The father raccoon found himself standing at the edge of the forest where the wolves had made their den. His heart pounded wildly in his chest, but he stilled himself, remembering the promises he had made to his mate. He crept silently through the underbrush, his sense on high alert. Soon he caught sight of the wolf who had taken their child. The father raccoon's blood boiled, and he launched himself at the beast with all his might. After what seems like an eternity, the father raccoon managed to pin the wolf down. His powerful jaws clamped tight around its throat. The wolf thrashed wildly, but it was no match for the father raccoon's strength. Finally, with a gurgling cry, the wolf went limp. The father raccoon relieved his grip and staggered to his feet. Panting heavily, he felt a sense of triumph and relief welling up inside him. He took his little cub home, and they lived happily ever after.